What's up, everybody? It's your boy Perry,
I'm Kid.
and we are here with my boy Chris.
What's up, everybody?
So we decided, it's time for a little bit of sex talk, and I was like, it's Pride Month, and we all black, so
And we all prideful.
Okay,
And we all matter.
And let me get a black gay up in here so we can go ahead and shoot the shit. So you know how we always do it. So Chris, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Are you sure?
We'll see.
All right, so Chris, how do you identify?
I'm gay.
Okay, and your current relationship status?
Well, as of 24 hours, I'm in a relationship now.
Oh,
A fresh one.
Does he know that you're doing this right now?
He does.
Oh,
How
okay.
you feel about that?
All right.
It's a telltale.
Well, he wanted to come, and I'm like, I don't know if you want to hear all that. So,
You'll need to know all that.
well, when I watch it, I'll see if it's inappropriate. And then if so, I'll let him go and watch it. But it probably won't be.
Oh, okay. They're going to have a conversation to have in a couple of months, y'all.
Right.
It's out there.
Right. He was like, remember that video you did? In a whole argument.
So, do you have any experience with toys?
So only thing I've bought are harnesses and I've bought cock rings. Other than that, no.
Oh. It's like, oh my God, I know good people.
I love my harnesses. They're cute.
And you do, yeah.
No, I really do.
Mm.
So I have what? 3.
What kind do you have?
I have a gray one. That was for my birthday. I was really drunk and my friend was like, here, just buy it. It's fine. And I have a black one and I have a light up green one.
What do your harnesses do?
So I was talking to my boyfriend about this because he asked the same question.
What kind of harnesses are these?
So with this, so it goes around the shoulders, comes across the chest. And so, like, I told him, like, we're fucking around, and, like, let's just say missionary on the bottom, you can pull the harness to pull yourself, for, like, really get in there, So he's like, oh, my God, now I need to buy one. So, yeah, that's what they're used for, and I live for it.
Y'all heard it here. He got 3 harnesses.
Well,
They obviously hitting on something.
Right. They're not ready for the hanky cone conversation. That's another video. That's a whole nother something. All right. So no other toys though.
Other than that, no.
Have you ever thought about toys?
I have thought about it.
You have thought about it. So what is something that you think you would try?
I've always wanted a vibrator. I've always wanted the one that has the little remote control that you can control the intensity of it. Because I'm just like, that's not it.
That's not it.
Because it depends on the mood. And that's like when I'm in that frame of mind, it really just depends on the mood where I'm like, maybe I'm just really in a freak mood that day, or I'm just like, I'm bored. I'm got nothing to do.
Now, would you try to, if you get one of those, so you try it out with your partner out in public?
That's a good question.
That's the room.
If he was, I would be down for it. If he was into it, hey, I'm here for all of it. I would do it.
Okay.
I would do it.
Like I need to find somebody that has done it at work.
What?
If you have used one of the remote control vibrators with someone and you were at work.
Oh, y'all got me at there with somebody and at work.
Like you're at work and someone else has the button and can just do it.
So does that random moment?
Just whenever. Oh, that's fucked up.
And it's something about here you. Oh!
Like that. Like, because I've heard stories about people doing it, but I want to meet someone that has done it.
So reach out to us.
Yes, if you actually have used the remote control vibrators and you let someone else have it while you were at work, I need to know that story for real. All right, so I have here from WIldCherrtEnt one of these. So this is a vibrating. These are vibrating anal beads. Yeah. So would this be something that you would use alone?
Yes.
And then, would you be willing to use this while with your, I was going to say a partner, but.
You took it now.
That's right. Right. I'm married now. I will use that one.
You would?
I know the part. I know that movie. Guys are married now. I know that movie. Not a Spike Lee movie.
The most basic of quotes, and that's the one you want to know.
Yes, that's
okay, Color Purple. So, for those of y'all that know, I haven't done a movie quote this week yet, but I'm gonna sneak it in, and we're gonna see if they know.
We're gonna get that one wrong too.
So, all right, so you would use the vibrating anal beads.
Yeah.
Get you those in.
I'm already looking like.
All right, like.
I remove my safe in the right.
Got a few queens.
Right.
All right, so do you know what this would be?
I don't.
It's a butt plug, but with a tail.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. So, are you possibly ever done anything like furry related?
I have not.
Would this be something that you would use?
Now, I would probably use the anal beads more
than this. It takes a special. It takes.
Yeah, I was gonna say like now if I was into furries, I'm like, oh yeah, for sure.
Oh yeah.
I'm not into it, but I want to try it one time because I just think it's just so cute.
Lord have mercy.
Like I gotta do a photo shoot.
I'm on furry photo shoot.
So you seem pretty open. Have you had a one night stand?
Yes. Like 2 weeks ago.
That's what you're supposed to do in honeymoon stages before you say I do.
Exactly. And that's what happened.
That's no.
So,
he had a one night stand before he was in a relationship.
Yeah, he had to get out of the system before he said he wanted to talk to the person.
Exactly
before he said yes, we're going to be in a relationship.
I thought you meant it a totally different way.
No, because you and your rules. That was the reason. I'm like, okay, I really like this guy, but let me get it out of my system real quick. And that was what happened.
That was a smart way of going about it.
Instead of being trash, like, yeah, I'm with you now. Hey, boo.
So give us your worst one night stand.
2 weeks ago. So the one night stand, Lord have mercy. So this was one of those situations where me and this person had been chatting it up for like years, like 4 or 5 years. And every time it was, oh, I'm not feeling it, or he can't come over, or vice versa, or whatever. So this time everything worked. So he's like, can you come over? I'm like, yeah, you called me in a good moment. I'm gonna go ahead and go. So get there. This big expectation. Dick was looking nice on the picture. I was here for that. And he talked this big game like he wanted a long session. He wanted to go for like a couple hours. And be just sweaty and ignorant. So I'm like, well, all right. So I'm in the shower like it's about to be sweaty and ignorant, but I'm showering anyway. So
get that good clean.
Right. Just a good deep cleansing. Okay. Deep cleansing.
No, listen. Time out. Explanatory comma. Okay, that good clean is when you fleet/douche or the dick. You're not just doing it just to do it, just so that it's a clean runway. You're doing it for the size. Mm-hmm. That means that you are taking extra time to prep so that you can have that long.
Starting the preparation is key.
Okay, right. Yeah, exactly.
And anal for anybody.
You don't want no Picassos, okay? You don't want nobody painting on you. So,
none of them.
Like
what did it say?
FYI, and for those of you that don't know or weren't sure or ever wonder, being a bottom is a very stressful and
it's a process.
It's an entire process. So respect bottoms. You understand?
We work real hard for the things that we have to do. And we ain't even got to the house yet.
Okay, exactly. Okay,
we got there yet. So it's funny you said dick. So that actually leads to the whole funny part of the story. So I get there again. I'm geeked up. Pictures. He looks like his pictures. First of all, because some people's like, this ain't you. So that was cool. So he goes shower. He comes down. He's naked. I'm like, okay, he's ready. Let me go and take clothes off. So first off, he couldn't get it up. for a minute. So I'm just like...
A minute?
By a minute, I mean a few minutes.
That was long.
So then, you know, he puts on porn, which I'm like, dude, I'm trying to make porn, not watch porn. Fine. So he grabbed a cock. Now, he had a ton of toys. He had a gag ball. I want to say he had anal beads. I'm like, what are you trying to do tonight? All right. So I didn't get that far. That was the shade of it. I didn't get that far. So, long story short, so he finally gets his life together. So I'm like, all right, I'm ready. This is my moment. It was literally humana, power right in the kisser. That was it. So naturally, I was over it.
Cause he just messed up.
Because I went over it. Well, this was the thing. You know, Desmond mentioned, you know, dick. That's what I went over there for. I'm trying to be dick dumb. Where I'm like, this is my last hurrah, you know, before I'm in this committed relationship. Let me get this entire situation.
There's one twat going on.
I got penis. That was the end of it. And that was all I could say.
You get fucked on, got penis.
Not at all.
Never heard nobody say I got penis.
So, y'all can take that with y'all. And the viewers can take that as well. If you're going out for dick and it's subpar at best, you just got penis. And you just have to live with it and take that L.
Would you do it again, though? Like, give him a second chance to redeem himself?
In his case, no. Because he just kind of played it off. He was kind of like that Kevin Hart, you want some juice type of situation. And I'm like, oh, and you're going to be trash about it? And so,
wow.
So I'm like, it was just one of those, I'm going to go. And he's like, you know, we can stay watch a movie, you know, it's been some years. I'm going to go.
That's trash. If
it was trash.
Stay and watch a movie. Everybody want to stay and watch. Everybody want to stay and cuddle.
No,
that was preparation.
That's what pissed me off was
because at a moment like that, it's just like I don't got that. I can go find somebody that's actually worth it.
Right. Okay. Do you know anyone?
Right.
So,
got any friends?
Right. You know.
That was special. He went for dick, but he got penis.
That was it.
If you know better, you do better. All right. So
he's gonna be watching this, and he'll know to go and enhance his life.
Right.
So fucking air.
I might be petty and just send it to him. Like, hey, I didn't come to say hi.
We're gonna get him a crown. It's gonna be like a petty crown. So next time you see him, we're gonna have his petty crown.
That was a wild charity.
Wow, portraits of pettiness. I will bring that back. I already have that hashtag. I already do. So you seem like you know your way around the sexual life. What would you say your freak level is on a scale of 1 to 10? 1 being only in a relationship, missionary, right? Sweet butterfly kisses, okay. And 10 being fisting. No, 9 would be fisting. We're gonna say because we know. We're gonna say 10 is scat play.
Oh shit. So not a 10. I would say
this just got good, y'all.
I was saying 8. I'm saying 8.
So you're right there with me.
Yeah.
Okay. And I appreciate
where I'm open.
Mm-hmm.
I know this is off topic. It's not 8. This one. It's not 8.
I am an 8.
I'm giving him a 9.
I am an 8.
I'm giving him a 9.
I am an 8. I am not a 9.
I'm gonna show y'all some behind the scenes. Strong
9. Lies on top of more. The damn lies. You understand me? Lies.
Tune in next week.
I'm an 8. All right. So, what are some deal breakers for you? Especially, so let's go hookup deal breaker and then relationship deal breaker.
Well, hookup deal breaker is easy. Just like that story, if you don't perform the standard that you put out there, that's a deal breaker.
Okay.
I would say initial deal breaker, just offhand, for me is relatively, if it's like ridiculously small, where I'm just like, that's not going to happen no matter what I do. No matter what position I try, I might do a flip and a split and it still won't work. That would be a deal.
So size matters.
He kind of freaky.
He kind of freaky.
Like, he wants you to wow him when he coming around.
Like, I walk around like, dick.
Man. He gonna... You
I've been choked before, and I was here for it.
So, on a scale of 1 to 10, how much pain is
I'll say about a 3.
Oh,
Like that. He kind of.
He might be a 7, y'all.
Yeah.
I'm oh I thought you were talking about me.
You're 9.
Like no.
See how you got offended by the 7? He's 9.
Excuse
Lies.
Yeah, you might be a 7.
All right, so give us the wildest, like out of control, craziest hookup that you
So last year, went camping up northern Michigan. Gay campground realness. So it was a clothing optional campsite. So I'm like, oh, okay. So it was one of those things. I'm not about to walk around here naked. So a few drinks later, I'm naked. And I'm so spoiler. So the friends I was with, I lost them. So I'm like, oh, well, shoot, let me go find them. I'm trying to grab myself. So I found one of my friends, and he's like, hey, yeah, I was checking out this dude's RV. So I said, okay, that's fine. I'll let y'all do it. He's like, no, why don't you just come on in? So I'm like, oh, hell, okay. So again, we were already naked anyway. So the dude who owned the RV, he's like, well, why don't we just fool around? So I'm like, okay, that's fine. So I started sucking his dick or whatever. He was jacking off at first, but then he kind of jumped in, started sucking his dick. So then,
That's like a story.
so my friend, they both topped me about mine here, so they both more or less took turns, and so they had both came, and so at this point, I'm like, well, I didn't finish, so we're gonna assume the position, and we're gonna try this again. So then at this point, my friend lays
Nobody
down,
likes a selfish cop.
because it's free.
Like
It's not okay. It's just not okay. So he was like, okay, well, what? So I just started riding him like, well, this is how I'm going to get it.
You gotta take it.
Right. So now this is where the story gets fun. So the first guy he just up in there too. And I'm like, wait a minute.
Oh, he there, baby.
And next thing I know, right. 2 seconds later, I'm like, okay, I'm being DP'd right now. Okay. And so then they both finished, and at that point, I finished. I'm like, finally, I'm good. And I got off, and they were like, well, how was it?
For those who don't know, what is DP?
Double penetration.
Two dicks.
Or a dick in an item.
In this case, it's true. These are facts. So in this case, it was 2 dicks. And that was the first time that ever happened to me. So I'm like, oh, wow, look at that. I took it like a champ. And I ended up going back maybe a month later, and so the one dude, he was there. He was like, hey. And hey, I'm good. It was a one time.
Right, no, one time for the one time, right?
So that was the craziest thing I did.
So would you be DP'd again?
Oh yeah, I would. That was fun.
Oh, that was.
And I think it was one of because it's one of those. Because it was one of those things where like you watch it in porn and you're like, wow, that's a lot. But then when you actually experience it for yourself, it's like, oh, I can see the draw.
Have you ever came across a thing that was too big and you was just like, no?
Yes.
Okay. Tell the people, please. How do you handle that when it's just too much beef?
Now, this may take it even further is I give it a good old college try, and then once we get no, I can't.
How do you exit though?
Slowly.
Yeah, slowly but surely. Right. The conversation after, at least for me, the one time, it's only happened once. The conversation was just, I didn't know it was this big.
My bad. I was confused.
I'm like, I'm sorry you expected more.
Like I thought the picture was just, you
they say the camera makes everything 10 times. So I'm like, oh, maybe that's just the camera. It wasn't. So it just.
Pro tip: make sure that you go ahead and whenever you're doing a dick pic, send something in the picture for size reference.
That's like the remote control. My favorite comparison is the remote control. Compare that remote control. A Comcast back in the day, that Xfinity, that grand black one.
Yeah.
That's the best one.
Specific.
Someone had me measure mine against a bottle of toothpaste before. That was another.
That's a nice win,
Yeah.
though.
There you go. See? All right.
Yeah. I mean, them is that type of dick picture y'all should send. If y'all want to send a real dick picture, I wouldn't mind getting the actual thing.
Listen, if you send a dick pics, make sure spit on it, some lotion, lube. No one wants, especially for us, melanated, no one wants an ashy dick pic. It's a turn off. It's nasty. It's nasty. You're sitting there, it looks like your dick got leprosy. Nobody wants that. Like, come on. Like, it's just think about these things.
Mm-hmm.
Flash, make sure it's moisturized, and send something for reference, because some of y'all be getting that good angle, and it's just like, ooh, a solid 8. Solid 3. Right. Just like, so, y'all, you think you slick. That's the good way to, if you want to know how to exercise, make sure to ask them for that.
Ooh.
All right. You got any more questions, kid?
No, I don't want his number to go back down.
All right. So, if there were 3 words that would explain, like, exactly, if there were 3 words that made up your sex life, what would they be?
Well, 2, double penetration.
We're gonna
use that one as
we'll consider it one.
Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and use that one as one.
Public. I have had sex in public.
Oh, that's a conversation.
We can talk. Okay.
Wait, tell us your third one first.
Yeah.
Oh, the third one would be rough.
If it ain't rough, it ain't right, baby. Okay. All right, so public, Mr. Exhibitionist.
So, this was actually me and my best friend. We were out drinking or whatever. She got booked. So then this dude that I had a crush on at the time, he walks in. I was about, I want to say like 24. And we were just at the bar, and it was a student looking at each other all day. Grinder pulls up. You're 10 feet away from me, but you want to message me anyway type of gig.
Okay.
So we start off in his car, and I'm like, your car is small. Dude drove a Volkswagen Jetta. I'm not that skinny. I can't control my body that way.
You are that skinny.
Let me rephrase that. This skinny person can't control his body.
You tossed around a lot today, like. Do you like that?
I do. Like, now I can brag off. Throw me against the wall. But if you rough out, that's fine. I'm here for that.
He said rough.
So anyway, the guy was like, well, let's just go down the street and find somewhere. This turns into a tree in front of someone's house on a residential block at like 10 o'clock at night.
So early.
But it was dark at this point. This is like in the fall.
But it was still early. That's like a 4 a.m. type of thing.
Yes.
It felt like a 4 a.m. type of thing, but
the sun had just went down.
Right, I'm saying people might be having late dinner right now.
The funny thing, I was shitting brick because I'm like, oh my god, the area we were in. I'm like, what if this family comes outside? They're gonna call the cops. I'm gonna be assaulted. It's gonna be a mess. But then he's like, no, it's fine. Just face this way. And I'm like, and then he's here for it. So that's really not helping.
Did it make it better though?
It did. It was the rush that you got. Because it's like, oh my god, they could be out any moment. But I'm still into this, right? This dick is going in. So he finished, and then it was the crazy part. We went right back to the bar, and my best friend was like, "Where did you go?" And, we just walked and talked.
So you didn't tell the best friend?
Oh, of course I told her.
Oh my god!
And so the first thing she was like, "You a hoe?" I was like, "Damn."
She knew. That's the real best friend. She knew.
So that was the public situation.
So does public is that something that like you are about on a normal basis?
I would say yeah. I would be down.
So we were talking earlier. You thought I forgot? I almost did actually. We were talking earlier about one of our favorite people, Miss B Nasty, and I think that the video that like caught my attention of hers was when she was in a Starbucks parking lot or in a Starbucks line beating off. I mean, just going all ham on it. And you said something. So go ahead. Because apparently you really do like a little bit of public play. So go ahead.
I was driving home from work, and I don't know, it was just something
The spirit moved.
It was something. It's just such a special way. And so it was one of those things. It was moving. I'm trying to drive. It's getting in the way. And I'm like, this is uncomfortable. And then you move a certain way, and it's like, dang, that's making it worse. You hit a bump. It's like, oh my God. So it got to the point, I'm like maybe like 2 miles away from my house. I just ended up turning into this parking lot and just whipped it out, got it out, and then I just kept going.
I really need to know what you saw, what you heard that just made you just so ready.
I don't know. It's just something. Yeah, it's just something that came over in that moment where, I mean, I would have said at that point my freak level would have been a 10, the way I was feeling.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? So that was what happened. And then once I got it off, I was like, okay.
Like the steering wheel down and get home.
Right.
I'm like that. I
just walked in the house like nothing happened. It was a good day. I had a great day at work, in fact. And maybe that's what it was. I don't know if it was a great day at work to just hit a little different or what. Like, I was successful today. I am owed this.
You made some money that day.
Right, exactly. So,
look at said, I am owed this.
But then, I went in the house. I was just like, oh, that was pretty freaky. I'll do that again. If that situation happened.
Huh.
That's a new
So when you mentioned that story, I was like, oh yeah, I understand. This is just you just do or die at that point.
When I worked in Florida, I used to work for a fast food company, and then periodically I would have to close the nights. And when I tell you, Florida is just where your morals go down. To be quite honest, I've had to live there twice, and I don't know if I could do it again. Like, I might not make it out. But, like, when I tell you the things that I would see in that damn drive-thru, like, y'all do realize there's a window in front of them, too. So they're not only looking at the car right outside the window. They can see you. So when you giving head before you pull up, they see you. Especially at night, they see you. Niggas. If you are watching porn in your car, we can see it.
That must have happened, obviously.
Yeah, right. Multiple times.
No.
Multiple times.
What is up with all these cars flying in the shot?
It's Florida. It's Florida. One day I'll tell y'all the feeder gainer story at the strip club across the street. Stay tuned. One day.
So y'all can hear how Perry go up.
Well, we just want to thank Chris for coming on by WIldCherrtEnt.
I appreciate it.
And telling us about all his whole activities, all his whole tendencies.
Yeah, he's officially a slut.
Hoes are his friends. I don't know about your hoes are you. Did you want to give them your apps or anything on social media?
You can follow me. Twitter has been everything since quarantine, so I just want to pass the wealth to everybody.
He's already passed the wealth to me.
I have been. We're not going there. Your app, please.
Twitter is lit.
All right.
You can catch me on Twitter. I'm at Phoenix1227, and Facebook, Chris Andre Thompson, and those are my two platforms that I mainly do.
So if you all have any questions for Chris, if you all want to tell us one of your stories, or even what is your freak level, happy Pride, let us know what your freak level is. Because I know some of y'all out here, y'all nasty. Y'all don't want to talk about it, but you're nasty. We like it.
Nasty.
So for WIldCherrtEnt, we will see y'all next time.
Bye.
See y'all.